What are the keys to building wealth through investments? I love this strategy, and it's what I'm about teaching. It's how you become a millionaire, is you make and invest money. Specifically today, I'm going to talk about 3 things and how you do this. Starting early, so you start leveraging that compounding power of money. The rule of 72. Why is that's got to be the rule? Why can't it be a little faster? Instead of doubling your money every 7 years, why don't we get it to 5 years or even 4 years and start really putting that money away? Number 2, how do you diversify and get into other asset classes without incurring an amazing amount of risk in a recession environment, high interest rates and high inflation? And number 3, how do you do consistent investing, meaning monthly? One of my goals for my clients, I always ask them, is how much are you going to put away to new assets every month? Is it going to be $10,000 a month, which means $120,000 of new assets are being bought over the next year, and including to compound on top of what you have? Is it $20,000? I have clients that put $100,000 new assets to work every month because they're making a couple $100,000 or $1 million. What is your commitment and your rule to put money away? And I think a lot of you don't have that. So again, I want you to grab my Millionaire Maker book, dig in deep, go get my Wealth Cycle book where I talk about money rules, risk analysis, and due diligence, and let's get you educated about investing. See, the reason why most of you don't make any money or pay attention to wealth through investing is because you usually park your money with the financial services or some financial planner or a broker and pray to God. I call it park and pray. You pray to God they're going to make you the money while you focus on a job and your family. You have to give attention to your assets. And I can tell you it's what's made us so different than any other company is we break the pattern of make, spend, which is what broke people do. We make, invest. So as we make it, we invest it, we make it, we invest it, and it compounds. So you want to start this really early with your kids. So one of the things in a software that I use all the time is called iFlip. So iFlip is a place where it's a software, number one. You're not paying huge fees and commissions. You're not paying any, actually. You're paying a monthly fee to own a software. It's going to take you in and out of the market of smart folios through AI software that's programmed in all sorts of different classes. So it's super cool. Click on the link, go grab it. You can get a free version. When you put enough money into investing, I think it's $70 a month or $90 a month. But I tell you, most of you, if you have a big portfolio with a financial firm, you're paying 10, 20, 60, 100,000 a year in fees and you don't even know it's happening. Those of you who have 401ks, love to see that analyzed. All right, so what are the 3 things you got to do? Number 1, you got to start early and getting that leveraging power. Like I said, why commit to the rule of 72 when you can actually do it faster? But that means you got to start early. So in our world, our philosophy is you have companies where your kids work for the company, you get them Roth IRAs, and you start that young. Now, some of you do 529 plans. Those are extremely limited on how you spend them. You say, but the Roth is too. I know. But when you're 50, 60 years old, you put it away for your kids for a long time. You start as early as your teenage years and your 20s. At 50 and 60, you got a lot of compounding power at that point. Another wealth vehicle that a lot of people don't talk about enough is life insurance. So here on my YouTube channel, I talk a lot about life insurance, how it can be used as a bank. You can borrow against it. It doesn't reduce your death benefit. You can actually cash value them. There are so many very strategic ways. Now, we're not talking about the little stuff you're marketed to for $15, $20 a month and, get some term insurance. We're talking about real insurance that's bankable insurance. So lots of strategies, but start young. Number 1, I think you all know that. The question is, have you even begun, or is that just something you hear all the time? Number 2, diversify to reduce your risk. Well, how do you do that? Well, you can't be all in the stock market. You can't all be in your 401k. Some of you are putting all your money back in your business, and that's your only asset. So I have a huge rule with my clients. When you make money in your company, you better be using parts of it to buy other assets. So if that company gets hit, you get hurt, you don't have just one source of income. So start buying immediately. Start buying some real estate, some life insurance, get an iFlip account. Start looking at my Wealth Cycle book. I'm in many, many alternatives. I own part of a Broadway play, a Ford dealership. I own all sorts of cool assets and very alternative. My first 2 millionaire runs was in real estate and gas and oil. Always be investing in those because they're absolutely phenomenal assets for many, many reasons. Again, read the Wealth Cycle book to learn more about it, or just stay on this channel and search. I would love for you to binge 25 hours of just investing search titles in my channel. We have been here now for over 2 years. We have so much content. content. So you could just binge 25 hours of just investing content and get educated. You're going to get a $750 Loral Bucks tuition, and that'll credit towards any of the tuitions that you want to use. So make sure you click on that link and binge watch for a weekend. Before I talk about the consistency of paying attention, I call it passive investing. I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you to click the notification button. I want you here 5 days a week. I want you to share this with 5 or 10 friends. If you're that person who looks at a real estate deal or a business deal, or, look around your town. By the way, buying companies is a great investment. I love service-based companies. They're easy to run. They are high transactional, but you can move that revenue up and down. It's so cool. Share with the people instead of just talking in opinions, having a beer after work. Get them on this channel and talk about real content. Talk about what you really could be doing as an educated group of people. How do you do it consistently? You've got to get out here. And so in my Wealth Cycle book, I talk about this word called passive. There's this big illusion that all this passive income exists in the world. Is it really passive? If you look at the true word passive, you're doing nothing. You're already doing nothing, parking your money with a financial planner and praying to God they're going to do something for you. Most of you are not engaged in the asset side of your life. You're engaged in your income and your debt, and you're not paying attention to your assets. So as you start looking at your assets and consistently automating, I use our iFlip accounts as a cash account. So if you have extra cash, at least keep it into, smart folios, and it does its thing. You have 48 hours to liquidate when you find a real estate deal, a gas and oil deal. Maybe you find a cannabis deal. Maybe there's a, dealership. There's a hair salon you want to buy. I bought a pizzeria. I bought a laundromat. So I've done all sorts of cool business. Most of you are not playing enough. You're not interested enough, which is why this channel exists, because I need you educated to even have the proper conversation with me. So commit this for money rule, right? And when we get our journal, this is something I'd have you write in your journal. What are you learning? What are you going to do? Is at least once a week, for those of you who don't even do this at all, commit 30 minutes, an hour to being in asset education, investment education. Those of you who already do it weekly, make it daily. And when you start paying attention to your compounding power and what money can really do, you're going to get more interested. You're going to call our team and say, oh my gosh, I want to learn more about how we can do this. So I have a link for you to call our team, get on a strategy session, and talk to our team about what we can do for you, where your problems are, where your gaps are, and let us help you. If you have any questions, go to askloral.com. It's a membership for $17 a month, and ask a question, make a request. Now, you can do a bunch for free, but once you're a member, you can come eye to eye with me, tell me your problems, and we're going to do a quick makeover. I'll talk to you tomorrow.